In this session, we'll learn how to search and manipulate the Workflow Labnote using WMS module. As you click Search button, the search window opens. In the basic search panel, you can search the general information. Quick text search for title, name and description, document number, keyword, note field, researcher, modification date, and Labnote status. Click researcher icon to search username or ID. For example, type Kim in the search keyword box and click search button. You can select the researcher by double click from the list. The selected researchers are automatically added to search panel. Next, in the middle panel, project status, category type of Labnote, and structure search are available. Category is an index to classify and manage the Labnote, and also you can easily search Labnote by category information. The category can be added or edited by system administrator. The last alphanumeric search is the most useful search. For example, expand selection category folder in the middle panel and select initial development category. In the alphanumeric search panel, click Add button to insert new alphanumeric query. Class field has 4 different search items: material, precaution, method, and observation. It is the same as the items are separated at the registration window. Select method as a class and change type to value. The name is agitation temperature. Switch operator to range. Type the value from 50 to 70 Celsius and then click the search button. It searches Labnote containing specific quantitative value of agitation temperature and initial development category. Hit list is displayed in the list window. Once you double-click the hit result, view window is automatically opened, and you can view the detailed Labnote information. In the category section of the information tab, you can see the initial development category, and also in the content tab, double-click cathode slurry mixing stage. Method tab contains heating temperature of 55 Celsius. Next, let's look at general information of the Workflow Labnote. Information tab consists of general information, category, reference, and note information. The Content tab contains graphic workflow. Whenever you point your mouse over the material object, you can view a larger image. When you double-click stage icon, the detailed information for each unit process are displayed. In the Information tab, you'll find attached reference information. In the Material tab, it shows input, output, and other material information. Precaution tab shows equipment constraint, precaution, or special requirement. Next, you can see the registered experiment method. Finally, experiment result is displayed at Observation tab. All tabs contain the Note section. In the section, you can view the contents, such as text, table, and images. To edit the Labnote information, you can click the Edit button at the bottom of View window. If the lab note information is modified, you can manage the changed lab note as different version. For example, an initial lab note is version 1.0. When the first change is made, the version of lab note is updated by upper version such as 2.0 or 2.5. The previous version cannot be modified, and it is possible to read only. If the current lab note has lots of versions, you can compare the differences between each version. When you click Compare button, Setting dialog opens. Select versions to be compared and then click Compare button. The second setting window opens. In the Unmatched Stage panel, select corresponding stages between different versions and click right arrow button to move to Matched Stage panel. Because the name for the same stage between versions may be different, you have to manually assign the matched stage name to be compared. When clicking Compare button, Compare window automatically opens. In the left setting panel, choose items you want to compare. You can compare property of WMS material using the Workflow Labnote. Select supplier and purity on the property folder. Click the Preview button at the bottom of the panel. Labnote comparison results show in the right window. The difference between stages is expressed as red color. If you want to save the result as Excel format, click the Export button. Let's go back to the View window. If you would like to create a new Labnote more conveniently, you can make a copy of existing Labnote as template. Next, you can create a reporting page of Labnote information using Report menu. In the Information panel at the left side of the Report window, choose items you want to print and click the Preview button. You can see the report on the right window. If you want to save the report as PDF format, click the Save button. In the Information panel of the View window, you can change status Labnote. Click the Status Change button. Some status, for example, approved or terminated, needs an approval of project leader. Set a status and approver. After entering a password of logged user, click the Submit button. Status change log shows history of Labnote status change. The linked document contains an electronic signature that was signed electronically. Authentication is a function to make a third-party timestamp. Click the Request Authentication button. Set a third-party approver and then enter a password of logged user. Click the Submit button. When the approver is logged in, he can receive the authentication request. After approval, authentication log shows history. The PDF document includes Labnote information at the time, as well as approver, request person, and date. Status change and time authentication meets the criteria of 21 CFR Part 11, and it can be used as evidence for intellectual property protection. Until now, we have learned how to search and manipulate Workflow Labnote. Thank you.